Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Painted Dog TV. It's a beautiful afternoon out here on the Rietspruit. Got Basil and Mason with me, folks. And we are searching for my favorite animal, the leopard. So where I've brought you all this afternoon is towards the western half of Blowbunk. And we're going to be working the Diepsloot River this afternoon to see if we can pick up on any sign of any of the leopards. There are a number of them that are active in this area. We believe probably 2 males and 2 females that are regularly moving through this stretch of the reserve. So hoping I might find some fresh signs of leopard this afternoon, everybody. That's our plan. A very warm welcome to all of you. It's actually not a very warm afternoon out here. It's quite fresh already, which is always good news because that means you might get a predator on the move this time of the day. I see some legs moving right now per head here. I'll let Basil show you the legs of what we've just spotted here, everybody. The longest legs in the business. There's more legs just here, Basil. Whilst we zoom in on some giraffes' legs, I'm going to just quickly say hi to our pack members that have joined us this afternoon. Good afternoon, Carol. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Mary. Hello, Di. Hello, Betty. Hello, everybody. Lovely to have you with us. It's a very nice start, even though it's just the legs that we've got at the moment. Busy feeding on a couple of different acacia species here. Just going to roll a bit more forward so Basil can try get a better look at the giraffe that's further off. Good afternoon, Velma. Lovely to have you with us. We're starting our afternoon with some beautiful giraffe. Just happily browsing here in the western half of the reserve. There's a head and a face. Appears this is a bull giraffe that's busy feeding here at the moment. Well hidden inside that tree, that's for sure. Look at that. Amazing seeing them bend their necks like that. Reaching right up to the top. Always fascinated how these giraffe can shove their heads deep inside these trees with the most horrendous thorns. And it doesn't bother them at all. Very tough hide and very compacted fur. Helps deal with all of those thorns. Such a beautiful animal, such amazing markings. Good afternoon, Marcy. Lovely to have you with us. You are not late at all. We've only just got started. And what a lovely start we've got right here. just munching away. You can imagine how much of those tiny little leaves that these giraffe have to consume on a daily basis to support an animal that size, everybody. Oh, hello. Beautiful. There's that incredible tongue. And beautiful eyelashes. Looks like he's actually targeting the pods. So giraffe will eat pods, a variety of different pods. But it's the leaves that make up the bulk of their diets. I've seen them eat flowers, I've seen them eat fruit. And of course we know they regularly will chew on bones to make up for the calcium deficiency in their diets. You can clearly see now that it's a male. If you look at the ossicones on the top of the head, he's got those lovely bald patches on his ossicones. The females don't have those bald patches. They've got the black fur that covers up the top of the ossicones. Good question there, Jennifer. It does become tougher for the giraffe and other browsers during the winter months as things start to dry up. There are a number of deciduous trees that remain green throughout the year and will still have their leaves, so they'll adapt and start feeding on some of those. But then, like I say, it's also the pods that they feed on. They eat a lot of pods throughout winter. Quite often a lot of these pods are actually on the ground, and so they'll just pick them up and feed on that. It is amazing though how these animals always find a way. They've adapted to all of the different seasons, including drought. That's always amazing, how these animals get through a drought. That's tough, really tough. And I wonder if we might not be in for a drought very soon. Very lovely start indeed. Right, everybody, let's crack on. So the Rietspruit River is off to our right here. We are now basically going to be running parallel to this river. And I just want to see if I don't find any fresh tracks. Seeing some elephant tracks on the road here. They don't look particularly fresh. Might be from sometime last night. Looks like the elephants were heading north along this road. But you never know, they may have slowed down. We might still bump into them this evening, which would also be amazing. I haven't seen the Ellies for a while. Ah, there's a game drive person. How's it all? Good, yeah, very well, man.
Very good.
Nice to see you. It's been a while.
It has, yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you on the radio. Never seen you.
Yeah, we never bump into each other. It's lovely to see you.
Have you seen anything?
Not yet. We've literally just driven out of Hace.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw some elephant tracks further up, but they're not fresh.
Yeah, I've seen them back here, but it does look like they're going north. So I wonder if they're not on Leadwood. They might be.
I came down sort of around the Heine Road.
Yes.
Not Heine Road, the one after that.
Mamba. Nothing, eh?
Nothing there.
Okay.
So I just saw brief tracks, maybe 2 kilometers up.
Oh, then maybe they are still on Blauwbank.
I mean,
No, these tracks look like they're from last night, yesterday afternoon.
They look like morning track.
Well, I'll let you know if I find them. Good luck. Nice seeing you. Have a good one. That lovely gentleman, everybody, is one of the Leadwood homeowners. Haven't seen him in a long time. So you may have heard him saying that he also saw the elephant's tracks quite a bit further up. we'll keep an eye on that, see which way they're going.
So 3 lionesses and 1 male lion heading down, river down west. Getting mobile in update.
Betty, to answer your question about the wild dogs, no, sadly not. They are not back yet. We're all still hoping that may change in the coming days. Yeah. Just look at how beautiful the bush is in this afternoon light. Beautiful golden orange tone. Oh yes, indeed, Marcy, that would be amazing to see the rhino and her baby. I presume you are referring to No Hope and her calf, but I was just thinking now it would also be amazing if we saw the black rhino and her slightly older calf. I haven't seen them in quite some time, but there's been quite a few regular sightings of black rhino of late. They are becoming more and more visible as the bush thins out, which is why I think we're getting more sightings. Did you guys say you had a sighting of black rhino this morning? There you go. Very, very cool. Just want to have a look here for tracks. And just listen to the bush for a minute or two. Oh, that's amazing, Carol. It's very cool that you got to see that this morning. Very, very fond of the black rhino. Just love their temperament. Grumpy. Take no prisoners. So Kevin had a sighting of a female leopard at Seskant Krip a couple of days back now in the morning. So I'm going to end up going past that little water hole this afternoon just to see if there aren't any more fresh signs of her there. That means that she's popped up there twice. I'm assuming it's Kudu Krip 2-3. She's popped up there twice in the last 2 weeks, which might mean she's regularly hunting around Seskant. And so we'll check just a small section of the Deep Sloot River here and then head up there. And as we know, there's always a possibility of rhino around that water hole this time of the day.
How many species are within Gala at the moment?
We're quite close to the confluence of two rivers here now. The Antioch drainage line meets the Deep Sloot River just here. And it's this area here where we've had quite a lot of leopard activity. We recently captured one of the females on a camera trap that I set up down here in this area. And so this is why I wanted to come check this area and also switch the vehicle off quite regularly. Monkeys and nyala, bushbuck often help us find a leopard when they start alarm calling for that cat. So it's this little riverbed here where I captured the footage of this female leopard a little while back now. She is constantly moving up and down this riverbed. Now this particular female, we believe, has got cubs, and we believe might even have those cubs stashed on the neighbour's property, which is out this way to the west. So I think she's coming to and from that area using this riverbed on a regular basis. Just one track here that does look like a female leopard, but it's definitely not fresh. Quite a bit of rain. Well, a little while ago, on top of the track here. Anyway, let's get down into the deep sloot and have a close look there, everybody. Good afternoon, Shannon. Hope you're well. Lovely to have you with us. We are out searching for a leopard and everything else, of course, but working in an area where we know there's been lots of leopard activity of late, hoping we might get lucky this evening. So it was just down here where we had set that camera trap and where we got the footage of this female leopard. Right here where the two rivers meet. Just going to hop off the vehicle again down here and have a look. See if there's any recent sign. Aha, so there are some leopard tracks here. Might be from around the same time as the one I saw back there. What's also very interesting is now on a couple of occasions I've found tracks of the hippo, cow and calf, moving up this drainage line. If you have a look closely at the grasses here, you'll see that the grasses still have quite a lot of green in them. So rhino and hippo will often do this now in the winter months. They'll come to graze inside these dry riverbeds because it looks all dry on the surface, which it obviously is, but the water is only 3 or 4 feet below the sand. So the groundwater table is very high here, and therefore all of the plants, that's why it's always so lush along the banks of these dry riverbeds, and all the grasses down here are still growing really well because of the water that's pretty close to the surface. So these big grazers like white rhino and hippo know this, and so their patterns change as to where they come feeding now. I don't know how much of the track you'll be able to see, but on the right hand side of the vehicle track is where that hippo mom and her baby walked up the river here. Looks like last night. So it looks like this female leopard headed that way. possibly towards Seskant Krip, but not today. Maybe yesterday or the day before. Good afternoon, Guido. Good to have you with us. Hope you're having a great day. We certainly are. One of the prettiest areas here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve, along the Deep Sloot River. Ah, monkeys. Look at this little baby vervet monkey here, everybody. Very intrigued by the little jackal and its inhabitants and why we are staring at him. That's because he's so damn cute. Looks like he's got something in his mouth. Might still be chewing on some fruit. Not too sure about us. Man, they are cute though when they're little. So inquisitive. Is that Mom? Probably is. Or maybe a older cousin or sibling. Also looks quite young, that larger vervet. They really do have beautiful fur, the vervet monkeys. Watching us as much as we're watching them. They're feeding on the fruit of a jackalberry tree, everybody. That's the tree they're in. Oh, look at that tiny one, Basil, up to the right in the fork of the tree. That's a cool shot. Beautiful. So pretty. Clearly a little male, showing off his tackle. Awesome, eh? Oh. What's he got? What is that? Is that elephant pudding or is it brown leaf teak? So I think it's a big chunk of elephant pudding that monkey had there, everybody. One of the creepers that grows all over the reserve here. Beautiful, they've all just scurried off now. So they'll be busy having their last bit of food before they settle in for the night. And they very often sleep in the large trees that grow on the banks of rivers, like the jackberry, like the one that we're in. And we know that leopards regularly use these riverbeds, so that's why I'm always hoping to hear the alarm calls of the vervet monkey. Certainly no leopard has walked past here recently. We would have heard those alarm calls. Not yet.
Station started from being gone now. 1 visual 5 out of 5. I think Lala Paz
Go away there.
come through.
Are you calling me?
Yeah, getting what you know.
One river, I don't need it, but I need it to cover.
Okay, my transport box is acting up again and I can't get out of that stand with the sensor, so I just need like a little tow for a mixer package. Hamod is with me, but it doesn't have a tow up there.
No problem, where about are you?
Just at that center.
Okay, I'll get a little out, but I'll get it.
No problem, I'll wait for you. Thank you so much.
Right, so I've checked this stretch of river I wanted to do this afternoon. No fresh tracks of leopard down here, guys, so we're going to head up to Seskant Krip now. Go have a look around there, see if there might be any signs there or any rhino there. Doesn't look like any recent sign here.
Well, we found a new feeder place for a hydro check near your house. I don't know if it's yours. It stopped on the road. That would be mine.
Ah, there's a rhino, everybody. Fantastic. One of the bulls by the looks of things, everybody. Looks like he's about to do some scent marking. He's got that tail curled up. Looked like he was going to spray urine, but maybe he chose not to there. Oh, just magic. He looks like he's on the trail of other rhino. See how he's got that nose to the ground? Let's just give him his route here, everybody. Looks like he wants to continue down into the riverbed. I'm just going to try, it's not a lot of space back here, just try and make some space for him. Hopefully he'll be happy to walk past us here, although it's going to be pretty close. Watch your backs. Yeah. Awesome. Man on a mission. Look at that. See how he's just dropped the mouth and the nostrils down to the ground. He's trying to pick up on scent of another rhino here. Scent marking again, dragging his feet. Now shooting urine. It's very cool there. Let's just follow him down into the river. I just want to see which way he goes. Very cool having him come past us like that though. Yeah, marking again. It's amazing how much urine these rhinos carry and how regularly they scent mark. Giving it a full go here now, everybody. Digging up the sand again. Spraying that urine into the swell that he's disturbed. Oh, what was that? I was looking forward to him going down that steep bank. Caught a bit of a speed wobble as he did that. Just heard a bark though, as he was doing his thing here. I think it was a baboon. I'm not entirely sure. We'll continue following the rhino though, everybody, and then might get to hear the sound again. There are often baboons that sleep in this area. Well, if it was a baboon, or whatever it was, it only barked once. It's gone quiet now. rhino is busy making his way through this dense canopy of, well, dense thicket of trees here. Looks like he's going to go back down into the Sunsloot River, Diepsloot River, just here where the baboons usually roost. Now he's already in there. Very interesting. He goes from here though. So there's a very steep climb to get out of the river here, and if he wants to go downstream, a lot of rock. Is there another rhino here? Yeah, there is another rhino here, guys. This is not the same rhino we had before. These two bulls are about to find each other, everybody. The bull we were following before is still in the thicket of trees up here to my right. Okay, I'm going to need to back up so I can give these rhinos some space. We might be in for a bit of a boxing match here, everybody. Let's see what happens. So the first bull we found is busy scratching his horn up against a fallen over tree, I think it is, over here on the right. And the other guy is now going in that way. Check, he's only just noticed now, eh? He was so busy with scratching his horn, he hadn't noticed this other rhino. I mean, the vehicle noise didn't help. Now they've found each other. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Now this doesn't always have to end in a fight, everybody. One of the bulls might back off immediately, might be very submissive. But there'll always be some sizing up first. Wow. This is epic. See the bull down at the bottom. He's marking his territory. And this guy looks like he's about to do it as well. So that's showing intent.
Left open lock. I'm just making my way there now. Copy, thank you.
Two white rhino bulls interacting in the Diepsloot River at Witgatwes crossing. What? Incredible how they work this out here, guys. Sizing one another up. Could have sworn I just heard another alarm call, another bark. So both of these bulls at the moment, everybody, are just trying to do everything in their power to actually avoid the fight. Just show dominance, show strength, and show their size. Two white rhino bulls interacting in the Diepsloot River, Witgatwes crossing. Look at that, he's actually scratching up against the tambuti tree there. Incredible. They might be going their separate ways again. That second bull is down in the riverbed and he's backing away. Amazing though, hey folks, how when we first found the first bull, we knew he was onto something. He was trying to find the other rhino he'd picked up in his territory. Boy, did he find him. And for rhino, that's almost purely through a sense of smell that they find one another. It's incredible. Betty, to answer your question, there actually are quite a lot of baboons on the reserve. But you're right, we don't see them all too often. I reckon we're probably going to see a lot more of them now in the winter months, though, as things start to open up and the foliage starts to die off. This guy's still showing his strength. He's also worked up, obviously testosterone flowing through his veins now. Sounds like that other rhino's going up the steep bank. Could just hear the rocks crushing under his feet, his massive feet. Oh, there he goes. He's found a way up the bank there. He's retreating. He's retreating, but I'm still in his territory. Saw the tail build up there, everybody. Still spraying.
Right here.
I don't know if you all can hear the rocks falling beneath that rhino's feet, but he's finding it quite tough going up that bank. All the while, this rhino here, I would say, is probably the victor. And he's just standing here, making sure the other one leaves. He is going up the road. That's crazy. I wonder if this one's going to follow, or just go about his business and carry on. I'm amazed that rhinos made it up that road, everybody. You'll see how treacherous that road is once we get going, once we go up there.
It might be worth going back to Lowveld West and just double checking there. Apparently we're heading east. Yeah, they only left open lock a few minutes ago.
Looks like this guy might be wanting to come back up this way, everybody. Just going to give him the space to do so. Wow, what a treat, guys. Not one, but two massive white rhino bulls, and to see that interaction. Incredible. Been a lot. There's been a lot of that of late. Lots of boxing between the white rhino bulls here on the Rietspruit Reserve. Now he's going back to his tree. Look at that. It's like, yeah, I won the fight. I'm going to go back to rubbing my face and my horn. Amazing. Awesome to see that conflict was avoided though. Purely through display of size, strength, dominance. Right guys, I'm going to leave this guy be. We might might see the other bull that backed up, went up the hill here. That was awesome. So the whole time we've been sitting with all of what's been going on here with these rhino, these birds have been alarm calling the entire time. I mentioned before how I thought I'd heard an alarm call. Something's up, there's something here. Haven't heard any alarm calls again of, you know, the mammals, but the birds are still going crazy. So I wonder if it's not maybe an owl or a snake. Just going to quickly drive up the riverbed here and have a look. Try to get closer to the birds, see if I can see what's disturbing them. So watch your heads, guys. Oh, it is an owl. Oh, there we go. Listen to the birds all going crazy. All of the drongos going absolutely nuts as that spotted eagle owl just took off the bank here. Unfortunately, I only saw it once it flew off, everybody. Busy being mobbed by all the drongos. Now, question is, why was that spotted eagle owl sitting on this bank? Was it perhaps nesting here? That owl might still be close by. The birds, yeah, there it is. Birds are still alarm calling. Do you see it, Basil? Beautiful. Gorgeous bird. Listen to the racket that the fork-tailed drongos are making. Trying to chase the owl away. Whilst you are all enjoying that beautiful owl, I'm just using my binoculars to scan the bank where it flew out of. But it doesn't look like a suitable nesting area. I don't see any holes in the bank, deep enough holes in the bank where there might be chicks. Might have just been hiding out there for the day. Amazing sounds, eh? Look how close those birds are. They're so brave, those little fork-tailed drongos. Doing their very best to chase the spotted eagle owl away. Those ones flapping their wings like that, everybody, are the dark-capped bulbuls. They've also joined the mobbing party. It's amazing to see that cooperation of two different species. We usually wouldn't have the time of day for one another. But when there's a predator, everybody sort of works together, try and mob and chase the predator away. Damn, those markings are spectacular. Welcome back, everybody. We do apologize for the loss in everything back there. I'm just chuckling because Matt's in FC and he's just telling me now that it was Floa, Brent's dog, was pushing a rock around at FC like she always does. It's her favorite trick. And she managed to rip the power cable out for FC. So all power shut down back at FC. So it's obviously now been rectified. We do apologize. Thank you, Chloa. That is one crazy dog, one beautiful crazy dog. So just to update you, not much has changed, everybody. We did catch up with that bull that went up the hill, by the way. He was drinking at Seskan Krip before he moved into some thick bush. He's just carrying on with life. And we are back to our search for leopard. Look at how beautiful the sky is right now. Absolutely gorgeous evening. Sounds like Kevin's busy trying to relocate the pride at the moment, everybody. They were briefly at leopard dam this afternoon, but then moved off into very thick bush, and yeah, nobody's been able to see them for quite a while now, so they're all busy trying to find the lions at the moment. Might end up going through that area ourselves, give those folks a hand, you never know, might bump into the pride on the hunt. But for the time being, I'm driving a road that runs away from Seskankrip back towards the south. And this is where we had our most recent leopard sighting. A beautiful area. That was the sighting of the Kudu-Krip 2-3 female. It wasn't on a live drive. It was just out, we were just out filming. We had the most amazing sighting of her down here. Just thought we'd come through and give it a bash. Kevin for Gareth.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was the last update on the movements of the pride?
They had been flying for a little while, and they were heading east from around the Labour Gumphead, Newstead area. And Richard was looking for them towards Mount Dam. They don't seem to have gone that way. So I'm heading up along Bournemouth towards Baker, and then I'm going to go up to Labour Gumphead, see if they're not heading back towards the dam.
Okay, copy that, thanks. Sorry guys, sorry I missed that question earlier. So the reason that rhinos curl up their tail, so they usually do it when they're urinating, but they'll also do it when they're feeling anxious, when they're feeling worked up, nervous, threatened. It's almost like an involuntary action, that tail curling up like that. So many good leopard trees along here. Cannot wait till we find a leopard in a tree again. Something we haven't seen is a leopard feeding on a carcass in a tree. But it is rutting season right now, so you never know. Might get lucky. With a leopard feeding on an impala in a tree. You're quite right, Janine. Elephants do the same thing with their tails. They, of course, just got slightly longer tails. But a lot of animals do it in flight when they get spooked. Often see kudu doing it, you'll see impala do it, springbok. I suppose it's almost like us. We get a fright. You know, the hair will stand up on the back of our necks, hair will stand up on your arm. Just going to quickly stop here for a minute, everyone. Just listen, see if I don't hear anything. And see if you all don't hear anything, any of these beautiful nocturnal sounds. As I say that, it's deadly silent. It's very still. Could hear a pin drop right now. Quite eerie. We're approaching Kudu Krip now, folks. It's not too far from here. See if we don't get lucky with somebody having an evening drink. Jennifer, to answer your question about the elephants and giraffe at night, yeah, their movement does slow down. Giraffe almost always will lie down and rest. And then the herds with young calves will very often rest in the evening, give the calves a break. But you will often find elephants feeding at night as well. It's only really the mothers with the very little babies that need to stop moving around at night, and it's not just to let the calves rest, but it's also fear of bumping into predators at night. They don't have the best nocturnal vision. It's similar with female rhino. They'll also very often rest at night. Bulls will as well, but you'll then again also often come across rhino bulls on the move at night. It's amazing though when you do find a herd of elephants sleeping. I've come across it a couple of times in the early morning while they're still sleeping. Most of them will actually just sleep standing up, the adults. All the calves will lie down. But then you'll sometimes see adults also, they'll use termite mounds. So they'll sometimes sleep on the termite mound because of the slope. It makes it easier for them to just rock off the mound back up onto their feet. It's not to say that adult elephants can't lie down, they can. But it's just a bit more difficult for them to then stand up again. Nobody around Kudu Krip. Impala rutting in the distance. These impala rams don't stop now during the rut. Go at it all night. It's just such easy pickings for the predators. Might be some more rain on the way. And we're not a million miles away from where the lions were last seen this morning. This afternoon, folks. Also why I'm just switching off every now and then to see if I don't get lucky and hear the lions. Got some bats dive bombing us at the moment. Are they showing up on camera? There's one bat that keeps flying in here towards the light coming off behind me. Fortunately not landing on my face. I'm not particularly fond of bats in close proximity to my body. I've had some bad experiences in the past. Bats flying on my face while I'm sleeping, whilst out in the bush, camping in the bush. Never ideal. Kevin, have you checked Lowveld Dam?
Gareth, I saw Chris and he showed me where they were, and they normally come out on the riverbed when they go from there, so I don't think they're going to come out to Lowveld Dam. So they haven't come out, but they've been trying to attract them there.
Okay, so just so I understand though, when they were last seen, they were west of Lowveld Dam on Lowveld Dam West.
They were literally at the junction of Lowveld Dam West and Beerston, and then they went in east from there, and they normally go southeast and come out at Riverbed. Sometimes they might come out on Easterfront, but mostly Riverbed.
Okay, copy you. Thanks. Let's go have a look at Lowveld Dam, everybody. Maybe the pride changed their plans. Maybe I'm there for a drink. Never know. But tracks that we saw earlier of hippo mom and baby in the riverbed, they were heading south, so pretty good chance they were but the lions are being very quiet this evening. Definitely in a hunting mood, I would say. Goodbye, Marcy. Thank you so much for joining us. It was lovely having you. Have a great day. We'll hopefully see you again soon. Just busy driving underneath a couple of big knobthorn trees. Often attract bush babies at night. My ears are playing tricks on me. Thought I heard a lion roaring. Apologies for the breakup, everybody. Don't know why the gremlins have decided to arrive now, but hopefully it'll get better. Very close now to Leopardam. Decided to see it is here. The line come down. Maybe a leopard, maybe a civet. There's a hippo and a baby hippo up the water. Oh, that's lovely. Well, my hunch was correct, folks. Don't know if Basil's going to far out. The little calf is just feeding on the far side of the boat at the moment. Mom's still in the water. Not seeing any predators though. Let's try go around to the other side of the waterhole. See if we can get a bit closer to that baby hippo. It's so cool seeing them out the water. Don't want to spook it too much though, but see if we can get a little bit closer. Ultimately, if it does feel uncomfortable with us, it'll just trot back into the water to mom. Try and avoid that as much as I can though. Oh, sorry dear. Hold everybody. So, let's carry on. Don't want to disturb. Don't want too much for mom. So, last reports of coming waterhole. They haven't reached it yet. They may have changed direction. They might have even killed something. Might be feeding in a block somewhere. Up this way anyway, if I can see up in them. Goodbye, Carol. Thank you for joining us. Have a lovely day. We'll see you soon. Looks like there's another vehicle up ahead there. That's just driven through this area. They've had no luck. Pretty sure that's Kevin. No luck finding the lions. Oh, which makes me think there's a very high chance they've made a kill somewhere here, close to where they were last seen. Kevin, did you check Eystervark?
Sorry, what about Eystervark?
I'm just asking if you've just driven it now.
Yes, sir, that was me then. I must have been you up on.
Okay, copy that, thanks.
Richard is going down Northbutt and then going to come along Bearston, so you'll probably bump into him, but I think they're in that block.
Copy that. There you go. Can hear lions now. Gee, was they far. They're at Mamba Dam. Kevin, come in.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, I've just got audio of them now. It sounds like they're somewhere around Mamba Dam.
Okay, I'll enjoy you on your way past him.
Copy. Let's quickly get down to Mamba Dam, everybody. Pretty sure the sound of those lions roaring is coming from very close to that area. Now that might not be the pride, it might just be a male that's maybe still searching for the pride. The pride might have ditched the males again, just busy going past some impala here. It appears there was a hippo that walked along the road here as well, everybody, heading towards Mamba Dam, or that general direction. Presumably the male hippo. That hippo is close by. He's just marked his territory on the road here. Looked fresh, smells fresh. He's gone into the bush. He's not walking on the road here anymore. Lion tracks there, going the other way. It would appear these lions have been all over the place. Once again. We've been good at that lately. Well, let's go have a look at Mama Dam, see if I had pinpointed the lion audio correctly. Would be a lovely way to end our evening. I'm not seeing any tracks here, just the one, looks like one lioness going back that way. Back up. Yeah, that's a duiker. Sleep tight, duiker. Watch out for the lions. Scrub here. I don't see any lions. Whose eyes are those? Who are you? Very small animal, probably a genet. Could be. Whoever it was, folks, it has disappeared. Well, my hunch was slightly off, I guess, with the lions. But it's been an absolutely lovely afternoon, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you all had fun. Really some beautiful stuff out there today. Have a lovely day, lovely evening wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you again soon, everybody. Bye for now.